Hello, it's John, your pronunciation and accents coach. Welcome to part 2 of How to Speak Posh and RP. Today we are doing posh words in films. Yes, I'm dressed like this and I'm so hot I need to take it off. Can I? Thank you. So how do we find out how people spoke many years ago with a posh accent? One way is to do it through film. That's right. I've been sitting through hours of films, eating so much popcorn, and generally enjoying myself a lot. Let's start with the background to being posh. So these are the, let's say, requirements that you need to be posh. Number 1 is you need a good education. So probably you have been to a good school or you have a good educational background. Number 2 is you need to be middle class or upper class. Number 3 is that you need to be wealthy, rich, something like that. And number 4, if you're older then you've had a career already, then you will have a good job or be in a good profession. So, in the films I've been watching, posh people do have these professions. Sometimes musicians, quite often doctors, sometimes lawyers, and also officers in the RAF or Royal Air Force. And of course, the last thing you need to be posh is a posh accent. So let's say these were phrases or words that were once cool, but these days would seem a little bit old-fashioned and outdated. Okay? And today I have my helper Wilfred to help me. So Wilfred, could you say the first word?
Splendid.
Splendid simply means excellent or very good. Wilfred, can you say the next one?
Marvellous.
Marvellous means extremely good, great, fantastic. Okay, Wilfred, the next one please.
It's a devil. Yes, it is rather.
The next one, it's a devil. Yes, it is rather. This means something which is irritating or annoying is a devil. And if you say, yes, it is rather, as your reaction, then you're saying, yes, it is quite irritating.
Extraordinarily good of you.
Extraordinarily good of you. Wow, that's a lot of praise for somebody, I think. These days, we may say, that's very good of you.
Spiffing.
Spiffing is informal, old-fashioned British for great, very good.
Frightfully. That's frightfully good of you.
Now the other one is you can say frightfully. For example, you can say that's frightfully good of you. Or you can say that's awfully good of you. But you need to say it in a very you need to say it in a conservative RP kind of a way, or with a posh accent. So you would say, that's frightfully good of you. That's awfully good of you. You see, awfully. And that again means that's very good of you. You are thanking somebody.
A jolly good fellow. A jolly good chap.
And then we also have jolly good fellow or chap. So fellow and chap means man, guy, a man. You might know the song for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly...
Come now.
Now there's also come now. Come now. People don't really say that anymore. And here you're telling someone not to be worried, or you just can't believe what they have said. You might say, in modern English, you might say, don't be silly. Some other notes about these phrases. Some of them are still used today, but it is also about your intonation, and the way you say it could make you sound old-fashioned as well. So, what kind of films can you watch to find out about posh accents? So I think there are two ways. One is to watch original films from the time, and the other one is to watch period films made nowadays that are set in times before. Let's talk about the first option. So you can watch films from the 40s, 50s, 60s, for example. And there are plenty of very good British films to watch. So most of the phrases I have used today are from the film The Dam Busters, which is a film about the dropping of a bouncing bomb, or bouncing bombs, to destroy dams in Germany in the Second World War. And it's an excellent film to look at and hear posh accents. And there are lots of great old actors who spoke very good English. One of my favourites is Alec Guinness. You might know him as Obi-Wan Kenobi from the original Star Wars, but actually he did many films, even in the 40s and 50s and 60s as well. So he is an actor to check. Another fantastic British film is Brief Encounter. It's a bit of a romantic film, but it is absolutely brilliant. It is very dark and moody, and it is about two people who meet, who fall in love with each other. Now, the other thing you can do is watch period dramas from these days. Recently I was watching The English Game, which is about football and the history of football. It's very interesting, and it shows two sides of British culture. It shows the working class side and the posh side as well. So the posh people in the film are called the Old Etonians. An Etonian is someone who went to Eton. That's right, Eton, the top school in the top school in England, where many politicians and royals go, because they are the only ones who can afford it, because they come from a very good background, and their backgrounds are posh, and also they are wealthy too. So the English Game was very good. It was a very good observation of posh life, and very interesting, because most people don't realise that football actually started from these posh public schools, not the working classes as people often think. And I think that is it about posh accents today. So if you'd like, you can subscribe to the channel, or you can just hit that like button right now. That would be great. So have a fantastic day, and I will see you soon. And from me and Wilfred, of course, goodbye.